Welcome back. Now it's time to get the API URL in order to use it in our application. So you need to head on over to the service, which is newsapi.org, and then you need to log in. And once you log in, and after I'm assuming that you have already registered, because if you don't register, you will not get your API key. So you need to register first. If you register and log in, the first thing that you will see here is this page. And as you can see here, you will find so many URLs. And the URL that I'm going to be using is here. I'm gonna click on this arrow, and I'm going to be using this one. Let me go back. Let me explain the URL. So the URL is going to contain, first of all, it's going to contain this part which says newsapi.org v2 top headlines, and then here the country is equal to US, and then the category, you can specify the type of news that you want to get. For example, business. If you say category is equal to business, you are going to get only business news. And finally, you are going to get here and API is equal to, and then this your API key. So this your API key is already there in the API URL. So it's already contained in your URL. So you can copy this URL immediately. You can copy it, and then in the application you can paste it in the function here in the URL. You can paste it. And again, if you don't, for some reason, if you want to get your API, you can click on your account and you will find your API key here. As you can see, this is your API key. You can copy it and then you should paste it here at the end, but it's, as I told you, it's already contained in the API URL. As you can see, this is the API URL. So this is the URL that we want. And again, if you want to get only business news, you need to say category is equal to business. If you want to get all news, you need to remove this. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove business, and I'm going to remove category. So this is going to be my URL. The URL is going to be newsapi.org v2, and then / top headlines, and then question mark country is equal to US, and then and API key is equal to my API key. The country is equal to US. You can pass any country you want, but you need to find the country abbreviation. So there are so many countries. I think the abbreviations here in the documentation. Let me show you the abbreviations, the countries. So here, everything, if you click on everything, you should find here the countries. Let me show you the countries. So here, if you click on top headlines, you'll find country. So you can select one of these countries. US obviously has abbreviation of US. You can select, for example, AE, EG, DE, CZ. I don't know all of these abbreviations, but for example, I know US is US, obviously. NZ, I think New Zealand. CA is Canada. There are so many countries. So you can select your country from here and pass it here in the country. Country is equal to US. I'm going to be using the US. So this is the URL. And again, before you do anything, you need to double check your URL. And once you are done, just click on File and then Save All.